Okay, good morning, Damian.
Good morning, Ray. Hi, everybody.
Hello, and hello to you people out there in La La Land.
Can you hear the motorcycles in the background there?
Yeah,
Vroom, vroom.
bloody noisy.
I find that as we're in October now and the rainy season is supposedly past us,
Supposedly.
that I was anxious to get on the motorbike again and do a little trip. And
Where did you go?
I went up to Phu Chi Dao.
Phu Chi Dao.
Phu Chi Dao. Now, you might, if you've looked at some of the cloud forest trips, what they call a cloud forest, it's Phu Chi Pha is probably the most popular up there, and that's a little on the south side of the island, or south side of the mountain. Gilligan, my boy, I've got a plan to get us on.
Yeah, I trust you.
So, I headed up, and it only took me a couple hours to get up there. Now, last year I was up there and I went to Phu Chi Pha, and I should explain that you go up to the mountain, and the purpose of doing this is you get a place to stay, and then you take a little shuttle up, or I would just take the motorbike up to the trailhead. This is all before sunrise, so dark 30 in the morning. And and then you hike up in the dark this trail, and I do recommend a walking stick, piece of bamboo, anything, a trekking pole, whatever, to get you up to the top. Phu Chi Pha, however, when I was there last year, it was crowded. There was 100 people up at, on the.
It's really popular.
Yeah, it is, and it's hard to get a photo or a video or something away. And they've got like little kids dressed up in the traditional native costumes up there, and they're working for a living for tips, but they're adorable. So make for a great picture. So, but what happens is, first night I went up. This is last year. It rained on us, so down the muddy trail we go. And I remember a lady, like she slipped, and then I gave her my arm to walk her down. You can do that here in Thailand. You can escort a lady down a hill for her own safety and not get called creepy. Anyways, I sidetracked there. But the next day I went up, next morning, and I saw what everybody talks about, which is the cloud forest. This sea, and I mean a sea of clouds, as you're looking over across the border with Laos, and the valley there is just, these clouds are hanging down. You're looking down upon them. It's much like being on an airplane when you're above the clouds, but you're standing there and you feel otherworldly, like you're in another planet. And I said to myself, I've got to see every one of these viewpoints now. So that was the trip this time. I went to Pratang, I believe it is the first one I went to, and that was great. Could motorbike up, and there's a little shrine, and then the railing was good. Still a little muddy from all the rains we've had, but I had a trekking pole that helped me get to the top, and it felt pretty good. At no time was I on a sheer cliff face or something like that. However, the next day I went to Phu Chi Dao. This is a lot more technical because it's a good thing that I read this in advance. You're not going to make it on your motorbike up, it's certainly not my little scooter, up the trail to the trailhead, up the road to the trailhead. You need a skilled four-wheel drive operator. And
why do you say skilled? What's so special about what is it? I mean, four-wheel drive, I understand, but
sure.
What's the skills that he has to have?
Well, being from northern Nevada, where it rains and snows and there's ice sometimes on the road, you find out real quick what an unskilled four-wheel drive operator is.
Oh.
People that don't know how to stop in time, or they go too fast, or they don't know how to corner.
Oh.
Well, this road is super lumpy. So this guy knew the road, and he took me all the way up. Now, I should say that it's 100 baht, so about $3, US, to go up in the back of a truck, or if you can be a VIP and go up with a guy and spend $500. Either way, they're going to wait for you at the trailhead until you come
So
down.
he loads your bike in the truck?
No, you leave your bike down on the street, and then you ride up to the trailhead,
Oh.
and it's super lumpy and everything.
And then it's just a walking tour for you.
Then it's a walking tour. Now this Phu Chi Dao got pretty technical because it was all muddy, like steps going up. At first you had this green railing that was steel in cement, posted in cement, and that was fine. But I think the people that were building the trail initially, they got pretty tired of carrying steel up. So then there's wood, okay? And the higher you get, the more sheer the cliff face is off the trail. And then you've got this rickety railing that you're trying to hold on to where it's coming off because it's just old rusty nails holding it in. So get your tetanus shot. But you got to test each rail. And the very day before, I was talking to my daughter on the phone in the U.S., and I said, hey, I hiked up. I told her what I did. She said, oh, Dad, I'm worried about you, man. You could fall to your death. I'm like, oh, no, it wasn't that bad. The very next day at Phu Chi Dao, it was that bad. And I was hiking alone. Now, you had said something about maybe the wisdom of going alone. What do you think? Do you think I was
I
a
think,
little screwball to do that?
I think going out into this forest and the mountainous areas alone is good in one respect.
Yeah.
But if you have any little problem, you know, you break your foot, you got big problems.
Yeah.
You break a leg, you got bigger problems.
Grab a railing that is actually has a centipede on it, and you get stung.
And you get stung. That's
Yeah.
another problem.
Yeah, I wear gloves.
Yeah,
when I do that. But, yeah.
I don't think I would be, you know, I commend you. You're a brave man, but
Brave or stupid?
well, let's stick with brave. They can make their own decision.
You're very kind, Ray.
I'm trying. Very trying.
So coming down, I had some great coffee, some great meals. Met the owner of the little place I was staying in, and it's a humble place. I mean, I'm 5'10", so get ready for like in your little room that you're staying in, which is it's humble. All right. I banged my head a couple times. Those were my injuries from the trip because the door into the bathroom was low for me. But that's normal height or so for an American, but still. Had a wonderful time, and then I went. I continued north along the border with Laos and the Mekong River, and I had never seen this river. I'm like, it's a big muddy river. What's the big deal? It's something breathtaking. If you've never seen it, it's so wide. It was what, half a mile wide or something?
I don't know how wide it is.
In places, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But looking across, and where you can see the middle of the river rushing faster than that by the banks, and it's just, it's something that at different times of day and sunset, it's really breathtaking. So I went north and I stayed in Chiang Khong. You've been up to Chiang Khong before? Yeah. What were your thoughts on it?
We went there to actually just for a lunch to visit
Nice.
a Mexican restaurant.
I heard that's good. I heard it's
It
good up
wasn't
there.
bad.
Okay.
It wasn't bad. I wouldn't call it spectacular,
You
but
got-
it wasn't bad.
We're used to good American Mexican food.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit fussy. But, So I just thought Chiang Khong was a bit rural, you know.
Okay.
I mean Chiang Rai is rural, but it was more rural, with
Yeah.
less amenities but I'm going back 10 years now. Things could have changed since then.
Did you go along the river walk?
Not the walk. We drove along the river.
Okay, yeah.
And that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and I was going up there because my little band were playing a gig there, and it's like a music festival for Western music, and so we're going to go up there, and I just wanted to scope out the venue, which is it's just a big dock, you know, that they're going to set up the sound system and everything. And I just want to go there and look around, and plus it was just kind of that way I could make the loop. And so came back through Mekong, and then I at one of the road intersections there was like a little market, and there was a lady there making noodle soup, you know, and I was hungry, and you know, a couple hours on the road, that's usually I'm ready for a break. So I stopped there and had some delicious pork noodle soup. And she had a shy little daughter, probably about 3 years old. And she's, you know, I'm like, hi, and she's like, you know, and the mom was just really nice. And we had a nice conversation. She spoke great English. She went to university in Bangkok. And so there she had Western friends and practiced some English. And so she was, spoke really good, really well. And then the little daughter started warming up to me, and then I went and I said, hey, I've got a little gift for her, because it was her birthday, or that birthday week. And so in the cubby of my motorbike, I keep little gifts for kids like that, like little toy cars, or in this case, I pulled out a little Minnie Mouse necklace, you know, a little pink, you know, and I brought it to her, and it's so adorable. She takes it, this little thing, she takes it in her hand, clasps it, and does the way, and thanks me, and then the mother takes a picture of us and stuff like that. And I thought, how cool to connect with little kids and families and smiles all around, and for something that costs me money that I won't even notice, that I can bring smiles to people, like little kids and stuff like that. So I mean, try that. That's something to try, is just keep little gifts in your pockets, or little Hot Wheels cars or whatever. And if you have an interaction, you know, you don't want to force it on anybody, but if you have a nice interaction with them, and the parents don't object, and they don't object here. So
there's not that fear of my child being kidnapped.
That's
here.
right, that's right. I used to be a volunteer with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, which is a national organization in the U.S., and I was assigned to a kid, and we went on outings and had a good time, and it was, I think, an important part of both of our lives. And so it was just really cool to just go in a relaxed situation, have a bowl of noodles, relax and rest my bones, and interact with a little family. You know, it's just one more awesome thing about Thailand.
So Damian, can you have you got any photos or clips that you could send me to?
Well, we've been running them all through the video. You're not watching them? You're just putting them up?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I could put something risque or something. I don't know.
I heard a long time ago that everybody likes a little ass, but nobody likes a smart ass.
Yeah. Well, Ray, I'll tell you what I got from this trip was that going into the winter season, I'm going to be doing a lot more of it. That there's a lot in the north I haven't seen, and so I'm going to talk to some of these.
Good time of the year for it too.
That's what I'm here. Yeah. I mean, I brought my rain gear and I had it. I think I used it once, but you know, it's usually over in a while. And once again, riding. Pluses and minuses of riding in Thailand, but I understand our roads here are much better than countries like Laos, where they're not as well maintained, and that people are looking for you. That's the feeling I get. They're looking for motorbikes, like when they're making a left or a right turn, and they're checking the mirror if they are, that they're conscious of motorbikes, which I certainly don't get in the U.S.
No, well, they've grown up with it here. That's
it.
It's like some of the things you see them doing when they're driving, and we say, Jesus Christ, what is he doing? But that's what they've been exposed to since they were children, and they're just, you know, they're just copying it, aren't they? So there's a.
That's it.
Yeah, but I think we Westerners though have to be very careful about motorbikes, because we're not used to what they do.
Right.
And
yes.
That can. I've had 2 of them hit me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't expect, when I'm sitting in the middle of the road and wanting to turn right and go into a parking lot, I did not expect a fucking motorbike to come and hit me, you know, driving up the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do. They look out for motorbikes here. I didn't.
Yeah, and you know, call me Safety Sam, but the older you get, the fewer years you have left, the more you want to protect them, I guess, because
Yeah.
I'm wearing full body gear. I'm wearing
Hey,
motorcycle
like
armor.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I look like Spider-Man. And yeah, it's very Western. They don't, you know, you don't see Thai people doing that.
No, I don't see expats wearing that shit either.
yeah. It was like, oh, I want to have the Thailand experience. So I'm in flip flops and shorts, and you know, short sleeves. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. Take some 60 grit sandpaper and rub it on your arm for a while. See how that feels, because that's what it feels when you're sliding down a road. Anyway, okay, I sound like a dad now.
Unless there's red mud.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. It'd be like a slip and slide.
Oh, it'd be like a slip and slide. I slipped and slid and fell on my back on one a while back. Oh.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the talk, folks, and the videos that we spliced in, that you spliced in. Thank you, Ray. And
Yeah, well, I haven't done it yet, but I will do it.
I love the time machine that is YouTube.
It's wonderful. Okay, so you're done, are you?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Bye, folks.
Thanks. Bye for now.
Or should I say, sawadee cup.
Sawadee ka.